Many, many things build from that exercise. That is basically the basis that just about everything that I do will build on. I'm walking Nick around two-handed, and I want to talk about an issue that a lot of people have that hampers them from being able to change over from riding two-handed to riding their Western horse one-handed. A lot of people do it. It's a very common mistake. When we're kids, many of us, I know I grew up in the city. I didn't ride horses as a kid. And when you go to a place that really doesn't know how to instruct real good, they'll say just pull your horse left to go left, pull your horse right to go right. And that's what we end up doing. Pulling to go that way, pulling to go this way. When actually, if that is all you're doing, you're creating not only problems with the horse, but you're creating problems with your riding, your seat. Here I'm walking to the left. My left rein, my inside rein, controls the direction the horse is thinking. Pulling its head to the left, thinking about going left, have a left bend. But that left rein really does not control your very much of your direction. It can control some of your direction. And when we first get on a green horse, that is pretty much all the direction control we have. But as the horse progresses and as you progress as a rider, you should be using your outside rein and your outside leg more for steering the horse. So if I'm going to ask this horse to just turn left and go across the middle of my circle, I'm going to point the nose with my left hand, and I'm going to use the right hand and right leg to actually accomplish the steer. I'm actually going to steer with the outside rein and outside leg. The horse's shoulders are just like the front tires in your truck. That's what really does the steering. That's where your control of your steering is. You can control the bend. I can bend him to the left and make him go right, or I can bend him to the left and make him go left. Horses should follow their nose to an extent, especially early on in their learning with their steering. But you as a rider need to be using more than just point the nose. You need to be using outside rein. An English rider, it's a supporting rein. You're supporting the outside shoulder. It's the exact same thing for a Western horse. I'm going to use my outside rein. I'm going to use my outside leg to steer over there. Then we'll go back straight again. Now I'm going to turn to the right, point the nose to the right, outside rein, outside leg to steer over there. Let's keep walking, Nick. A lot of beginner riders or lower level riders, some riders been riding all their life and just haven't never learned any better. They're taking their hands and they're pulling over here to go over there. See how bad that turn was? Now let's just pull to the left. Keep walking, Nick. To go to the right or to go to the left. I got him that direction, I bent him that direction, and we eventually turned that direction, but you could see how poorly the actual steering was. The steering is all outside rein, outside leg. Go back forward, now we're going to turn to the right, point his nose, outside rein, outside leg. That's where your steering really comes from. That's why a lot of riders that ride two-handed have a hard time swapping over to one hand because they feel like they need to keep pulling that nose because that's all the steering that they have. When actually it's the neck rein that should be doing the steering, the outside rein. And if you've done your riding correctly where you pointed the nose every time and you go to one-handed and you lay that neck rein on, that horse's nose should go that direction. Now, as soon as I started off to the right, his nose went to the right. Nothing to do with the reins. See how slack my reins are. We're riding right. His nose is looking right. Now let's ride left. See his nose come around to the left? Let's walk to the left. It's all outside rein. When I put the neck rein on, because he's a further developed horse, when I put the neck rein on, he thought about going that direction, where with a lower level horse, we say, think this way, go this way. My counterbend exercise helps to refine that, so that when you put outside rein, actually, even though this is the left rein, this is the inside rein because we're bent to the left. But when I put that counterbent rein on, this is where you really are refining that neck rein. This is where you really get your horse to learn the neck rein, to move the shoulders off of the neck rein. Let's go forward, Nick. My mission for my training program is to try to make every horse as good as they can be. If you want to talk to me about sending a horse to me for training, send me a message and we'll talk about it. Many, many things build from that exercise. That is basically the basis that just about everything that I do will build on. I wanted to mention the shirt that I'm wearing. Raven got this shirt for me. When I'm not here riding, I'm usually wearing a flowered shirt. I call it my 5 o'clock somewhere shirt. That's normally the kind of shirt that I wear when I'm not working. So I thought I'd wear one today so you could see kind of the way I dress when I'm not here. A lot of people have a perception of me here, where actually when I'm not here, I'm in a shirt like this, shorts and flip-flops, and you might mistake me for a parrot head, which I am. Some of you may know what that is. Some of you might not know what that is. If you know what that is, put it in the comments for the ones that don't know what a parrot head is. So, if you have any questions about how your hands should work when you're riding two-handed, so that you can progress to riding one-handed, put it in the comments below, and let's talk about it, and let's get everybody with a Western horse so that they can ride one-handed. Doesn't necessarily mean you always will. A lot of these finished horses like him, I'll school them two-handed and then go back to one-handed because we show one-handed. This is Nick. I'll put a link up here to his playlist on YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching.